they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, bro.
Gets strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Fields. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Off play action, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A second down throw for Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Blake Gillikin on the punt here as he'll send this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Jacob Phillips came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal. Fields feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They snap it to Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mark Andrews with career touchdown number 70. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams ready to go on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On the counter, it's Henderson. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, L.A. Khalil Shakir, 31 yards. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. for the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield. Territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Fields now to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A play fake, now Fields to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting... in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Out of the gun, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Josh Palmer, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. The point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7. So a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. First down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Mayfield. Here's Booker on the catch. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
Well, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Second down at 5. Mayfield down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing, Mayfield. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Field so complete here to Ayuk. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. So we've reached half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Fields going to keep it once more. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
It doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They'll go option on second down, right side. And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Bears take over.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Off play action, Fields. And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
A 22-yard scamper as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it,
watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it in at the 22. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Fields going to hold on to it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's the option play now to the left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball.
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Fields going to keep it running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 6 yards left on second down. Mayfield. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mayfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday.